guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to talk about Jordan Peele's latest film, Nope. So did we like this film? Yeah, I did. I liked it quite a bit. But before we get into it, I need to ask, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We talk movies, we talk TV, we talk all things entertainment here on this channel. You will enjoy it. So hit the subscribe button. Also be sure to like this video. And comment down below. This movie's been out a couple of weeks, so I feel like a lot of people's kind of, seen it and formulated their thoughts.
Right.
Let us know what you think of this movie in that comment section below. And turn on the bell notifications for all of our future videos. Like I said, we talk about movies, TV, do reviews, and all that stuff. And you'll definitely, enjoy the content. So, like I said, I feel like we're the last people on Earth to see this.
I know, yeah. We are definitely a little behind on seeing it.
It's really hard for us to get out to the theater.
Right. We say this often, so if you're tired of hearing it, I'm sorry. But we do have kids, and it's hard to get a babysitter sometimes.
Yeah, but I like, as unpopular as it is, I like the era where everything went to streaming.
Right. Yeah, it's very convenient for parents who can't get babysitters. But we finally got one, and we went and saw it, and so
we saw Nope. What did you think of Nope?
Let's get into it.
Did you like Nope?
So, I liked Nope. I did.
Okay. Well, you can't say Nope.
I can't. I know you really wanted us to, but I did enjoy Nope. Now, do I think that it was like a must get out immediately and go see it? Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, there you go. You got it in there.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
I did like just how many times they were able to get the word nope in this movie.
Right, yeah, that was fun.
And every time they did it, like, it never took me out of it. It always felt organic to what they were talking about in the story.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you'll watch a movie and they'll say the title of the movie in the movie and it'll be like, oh, you just added that in there just because. And this it feels organic throughout the movie when they say nope.
What is the main character's name?
The main character's name is OJ, played by Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, so
I think I butchered that. Daniel Kaluuya. I feel like that's right. I don't know. I always feel like I say it wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say that I feel like he did it the best as far as saying nope.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there were just, a few scenes where he was just, like fumbling with something. He's like, nope. Like, there were just parts that made me laugh.
Yeah, he's great in this movie. He's a terrific actor. Like, I've never seen him in a movie that I didn't think he was great. Going all the way back to that Black Mirror episode that we watched with him in it. Like, he's always been great. Like, Get Out, Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't think you saw that one, but he's a great actor, and it's no different here. Like, he's freaking great in this movie.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, in this movie, like, do we want to get into spoilers? Do we say that it's been out long enough?
We can talk about our general thoughts real quick, and then we can go into more spoiler territory.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody was pretty good. There was one character in particular that I thought was kind of annoying. I don't know if this is, like, a spoiler or not, but they have to, they get in touch with this film guy. Who is like really big in the industry, I guess, and they want to use him to get, I mean, it's not a spoiler to say they want to get something caught on film, right?
Yeah, I mean, this movie, it was in the second trailer, so if you don't want to know this, then go watch the movie. But the movie's about aliens.
Right, it's about, there's something in the sky, and, an
unidentified flying object, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, so they want to use that guy to catch it because it's super fast and they just can't seem to get it because it also, knocks out, internet and stuff. And, it actually knocks out, all powered things, their phones. They just completely shut off the car, everything. So, anyway, that guy was annoying to me. I don't know if you thought the same, but...
No, I didn't. I don't think anybody really got on my nerves in this movie.
Yeah, which, luckily he's not, a huge part of the movie. But, he was just very strange and,
had a weird cadence to him. He's somebody. A lot of people were saying that they were happy to see him in this movie. I just don't know if I've seen too many things that he's been in before.
I clearly was not happy.
But you also have Keke Palmer that plays his sister. How did you enjoy her character? She was a very kind of...
loud,
notched up to 11 kind of character.
She was kind of like this annoying little sister, I guess, kind of unresponsible. You can tell that All the weight was on his shoulders.
Yeah, you can tell
OJ's.
she got on his nerves a lot.
Right, yeah. But at the end of the day, like you could tell, you knew that they loved each other. He loved her, she loved him.
They had
but yeah,
good
I
chemistry,
thought,
good brother-sister chemistry
right,
with each
I would
other.
agree. Yeah. I thought she was fine.
Yeah, she was good. She was good in the movie. I liked all the characters. I liked Stephen Yeun in this movie, even though the part that he plays is probably my biggest problem with the movie.
Are you talking about the Walking Dead guy?
The Walking Dead guy, and the resolution to his character just kind of ends. Like, he has this amazing setup and backstory,
right?
And it feels like it doesn't matter, which may be the point, but it just, you get to that moment and what happens, and you're like, well, why did you build up all that stuff for nothing? It just felt like it was for nothing. So that would be like my one major criticism of the movie. But
gotcha.
I don't know. I like this movie a lot. I'm not going to say it's not better than Get Out to me. Like, we always have to compare, one director's films to all of his other movies. It just feels natural to do that. So it's not, Get Out's a masterpiece to me. I'm struggling to decide whether or not I like it better than Us, because I'm actually a pretty big fan of Us. But his career is just very interesting to me, and he always had science fiction elements in his movie. Like, Get Out is psychological horror and sci-fi. Us is like slasher horror and sci-fi, and this is more just straight sci-fi with a little bit of horror and a lot of adventure in it as well. It reminded me a lot of Jaws, in particular. When we get to that last 20 minutes, I was trying to explain that to you. Like the comparisons between the two. Did it
remind you of that, or did you hear that?
I heard that before.
Right.
But
I'm saying, would you have made that
Well, I was struggling
conclusion?
to find... Well, you hear things and people, little blurbs and snippets and stuff, and you're like...
Right.
So when I go in to see it, I was like, oh, Jaws, I was like, where's the Jaws comparison?
Right.
And I'm like, okay, maybe this is it. I guess I could see that. But then when we got to the final act, I was like, oh, yeah, this is straight up Jaws, how they're structuring this whole thing. So yeah, I got the real strong influence myself without hearing it from anybody else at the end of the movie. So
yeah,
I really enjoyed the movie a lot. I really enjoyed it a lot. So do you have anything else you want to say about it? And then we can start spoiling it a little bit.
I mean, no, I don't guess so. Like, it would be more, spoiler.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Well,
we'll start spoiling.
Yeah, so I just you're talking about, what is his name from The Walking Dead?
Stephen Yeun.
Okay, so I just thought his story was so cool, with the whole Gordy thing, Gordy the monkey.
Oh, yeah.
How, he was on this TV show as a kid, and the monkey, went crazy and, pretty much killed everybody except for him.
Very effective sequences when they showed it both times.
And, even though the monkey was, CGI, he still looked pretty good, and it was just super creepy. I mean, he had blood all over him, and, you see, somebody's body laying there, and, he's tapping. Well, before that, he's just going at these people. I don't know. That whole thing was super.
Yeah.
Entertaining or interesting to me. But for me, you were saying that you felt his story didn't really matter by the end of it.
Yeah.
But I think we were talking on the way home about how the way that it connected was that you can't really predict, I guess.
Yeah.
You can't predict, I don't know, animals or
You can't predict nature.
Nature,
animals.
Because,
behavior.
They think that they can have this monkey on set or whatever, and clearly he just snapped.
Yeah.
And then as far as tying it into the movie part of it with the aliens, spoiler alert, you find out that it's not really a spaceship. With aliens on it. It's an actual thing, a creature.
Yeah, it's it looks like a flying saucer at first,
right.
And then you figure out that it's, like I said, it's like a Jaws. It's like a shark from space that's coming down and sucking people up, and it's eating them. So it's a creature, it's a being itself. The ship is an actual thing.
Right. And so I was gonna say that so he, the kid, or what's his name again? Stephen Yeun's
the actor. I can't remember his character's name, but it's Jupe. I remember Jupe is the middle. I think that was his character's name on the show.
Well,
that's what the name of the theme park was.
Right. He's trying to put on this show or whatever, and he knows about this creature, alien, whatever it is, and it's been like eating the horses, and he will like have the horse, like for the show, have a horse run out, and it's been like taking it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I promise there's a point to this, but
Go ahead.
so he's like putting on a show or whatever. He lets the horse go. Well, the horse doesn't want to go, but anyway, the thing or whatever, he thinks that it's so predictable because he makes the point to say, you know, every Friday for 6 months at this time, this thing is coming down and, you know, doing this or whatever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do it this time. It ends up taking all of the audience and him included. Yeah. And so that's how made sense as far as like just the unpredictability.
And I'll give you full credit for that because you explained that perfectly. And once you said that, I was like, okay, that actually makes a whole lot of sense.
Right. I mean, it's
because he's making the same mistakes that the showrunners of the show that he was on when he was a kid was basically just, you know, trying to trust that this creature or beast that he's working with, in essence, is not going to be a threat to them.
Right. It's almost like that whole Gordy scene was like super violent, and like as a child that had to have been super traumatic. Yeah. And it's like it's almost like showing that we just can't ever learn our lesson. Yeah. Like he went through that.
And it's almost like they didn't they went out of their way to not portray him as somebody that showed that trauma. Like he was all like laughing about it and stuff when they first were interacting with him.
I mean, there was even that part like where he was like staring
people
off
love
smiling.
Gordy, and he goes off in the other room and is like, I let somebody sleep in here, they paid me some money.
Yeah, it's almost maybe they were making a point of him of how people can just like shield or like deflect or like hide like
their traumas.
Yeah. So I definitely think there was probably more to it.
Yeah, all that stuff is in it, and that whole scene was great. And again, like you're struggling to figure out like what's going on here. Like this thing's going around sucking stuff up.
Right.
And you're like, there has to be some kind of like twist or something going on here.
Yeah.
But there's really not. Like it sucks everybody up. It eats them, it chews them up, and then it spits them out all over OJ and his sister's house, and it's like raining blood at a certain point. Like those are some really like horrific moments. That's more the horrific, side of this movie. But I thought all those sequences were really cool. There's a lot of just really big spectacle set piece moments in this movie that I think are really great.
And also, like, I thought it was cool how, they basically have this like horse farm business where they like rent out their horses for like movies and stuff. And so I thought it was cool how with OJ or whatever, he's like a horse trainer, I guess. And I thought it was cool how they used how he knew like don't look a horse in the eye or something.
Yeah.
Or it can like spook them in certain situations or something, and he ended up applying that to the like creature in the sky. He was like just like there were so many like parts in that movie where he had learned like it would come out, but as long as he wouldn't look at it,
it wouldn't suck you up.
It wouldn't do anything.
And that reminded me a lot of Jurassic Park with the T-Rex and stuff. Like don't move, he won't see you or whatever. Don't look it in the eye, it won't see you.
But like that's definitely like going into how you said with the jaws and stuff. Like that's definitely how they played into that whole like it's an animal type predator type thing. This
honestly felt like Jordan Peele trying to make a Steven Spielberg type movie, whereas his first movie I would say is more Hitchcock. His second movie is just more straight slasher horror, maybe Halloween inspired John Carpenter, and this one is very Spielberg. So,
but does it have to be compared to any of those people?
It doesn't have to, but you try to think, you try to get in the mindset of like what is the director trying to do, trying to say here. I think that he takes influences from these things for sure, but he's definitely telling his own original story and providing his own unique take on it. Jordan Peele really has a unique sensibility as a filmmaker. I think that's why he's so successful and so well renowned at this point in his career. I mean, he's only made 3 movies, but everybody talks about him.
Movies, yeah. And I think we both appreciated that it was just like I can't remember if we said this about it just being like a straightforward movie.
Yeah.
Like,
like you're looking for the twist. What's the twist going to be? Is the ship not going to be real? Is it going to be like actual people in there? Like what's going on here?
Right.
And it's just a monster in the sky that comes down from space and starts killing everybody. And they have to figure out how to take it down at the end, just like they had to figure out how to kill the shark at the end. And I loved it when I realized what they were trying to do with her, you know, cranking up the well, taking the picture of it. And she tries like 4 times before she can get the picture. And as soon as she gets the picture, it blows up. And it's reminded me so much of the end of Jaws, where he's got the gun and he has to shoot it a couple of times before he actually hits it.
It's funny too, because like earlier in the movie, there's like a scene where they go visit that little park or whatever, and like I don't even know if you paid attention or not.
Yeah,
but like,
the camera.
You know,
I knew what
like
it was.
You would there was like a well or whatever with the camera in the bottom, and like people would go up and take their picture in it, and so then later towards the end, like they bring that back in, and before it happened though, I go, is she gonna get this caught on the damn well film or whatever? And then
that was like her smile, you son of a bitch moment.
And it's kind of funny too, because you know they thought that they needed all this like high end equipment, and so if you think about it, and then at the end of the day, it was just this little old timey like thing in their
crank thing,
amusement park or whatever.
Yeah. So another thing I want to talk about real quick is the movie has like great sound design, and it just really adds a lot to the creepy atmosphere, just the eerie atmosphere, like with the you know, all the power shutting off as soon as the alien comes near, and it just really adds to that sense of dread and tension. So I thought all that was really well done. I do think, I know you said that you don't know if it's a movie you need to rush out and see in theaters, but I kind of do feel like this is a theatrical experience.
Because of that,
it is kind of like a big spectacle, like UFO movie, and I think that, you know, you could wait till it came home, but I think that it would probably be the best in the theater. I'm glad that we saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So,
but
okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give my score first.
Give your score.
So I'm gonna give this movie a 4 out of 5.
Okay. I will give it. Can I do a 4.25?
Sure, I do.
I'll give it a 4.25 out of a 5. I feel like it's a movie that over time could grow on me. Like now, I'm kind of struggling. I feel like I want to say this is better. This is a better movie than Us, just because the ending
of Us
makes a little bit more sense than Us did. I like Us, but when you get to the ending, it is a little strange and out there and just kind of nonsensical. And this one was just more straightforward. And I don't know. I think this movie is going to age really well.
I think I did like this more than Us.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good movie. So yeah, 4.25 out of 5. I do recommend that you go out and see it, or whenever it comes to rent or whatever, you can rent it off the TV. But that is our review of Nope. Definitely in the comment section below, let us know what you thought of it. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, turn on the bell notifications, and follow us on our Instagram account. That link is down below in the description. We'll see you next time.
Bye.